Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we got some crazy, I'm talking insane 2K21 next gen news signed off on by Mike Wang at Beluba, 2K gameplay director. You can see it's on NBA2K21 right here. This is all 100% legit. Now just to skim through some stuff real quick, I want to give you guys a brief overview. This is insane. You can pick as many, like I'm talking 24 different takeover options. It's very specified things, a lot of categories, whether it's finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, rebounding, whatever it may be, or even preventing yourself from losing things on being cold. It's ridiculous. So again, I don't want to overload you guys with information, but here's a look at some of the new badges, just what the actual look of it is. I mean, look at this, bro. This is crazy. So anyway, we're getting straight into this. If you guys enjoy the video, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. Let's try this one to 2,000 likes in the first 24 hours. This should go crazy, and if it doesn't, this is very informational stuff for all you guys that actually did click on the video. So to start things off with, I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys what this set your player's potential thing is looking like. All right, man, now get a load of this. So you're gonna see this is insane. Like I'm talking, honestly, it looks like some 2K15 stuff where we're gonna have some demigods, because I've seen some ridiculous stuff in this. So you're gonna see in this, I'll just call it this guy because I don't really know how to address this any differently. So this guy has his close shot maxed out and his driving layup about halfway through, as we have it paused right here. And you can see as this relates to the badges, it's layup related things. So this is what a lot of people on Twitter and myself have been clamoring for and asking for, is for the ratings to be related to the badges. So you can see, again, you have things like deep hooks, you have pro touch, teardropper, giant slayer, stuff like that. And you can see no dunking badges have been unlocked because you haven't touched the dunking. Now, as opposed to what we know from 2K, typically in the last, current gen of 2K21 and 2K20, you could go ahead and just max out whatever you wanted on finishing or shooting in order to get more shooting badge caps or more finishing badge caps, whatever you want to do. So you could upgrade things like free throw pointlessly, and it would give you more badges that you could put on for three-point related things. However, it seems as if in this game, you max out three-pointer, you're unlocking shooting badges to be unlocked. So we're gonna go ahead and skim through this a little bit. Again, you can see as they upgrade certain attributes, boom, certain badges become unlockable. Honestly, I really hope that this is not the case to where they're gonna just allow you to literally max out almost everything. However, if they do that, this will be a pretty fun game. Obviously very arcadey if that's the case. Now you can see, again, I want to stress, this guy upgraded to mostly steel, and a lot of these other defensive attributes were not high enough to probably unlock a badge. So you have things like Heart Crusher, Pickpocket, Interceptor are the only 3 Hall of Fame defensive badges you can get, and you can't get anything else. So if you want to be a specialist on three-pointers or defense or whatever it may be, the playmaking, finishing, like I said, if you want to be just a rebounding specialist, I'm sure you could just upgrade the rebounding, and just like that, you're maxed out on that, and you have the Hall of Fame badges in that category. Now, what's really weird to me is that the physicals are adjustable. Now this is honestly very, very weird. Again, I'm not going to talk about this too much as far as the physicals go because I don't really have a full understanding of how that works. But again, you can see certain badges are being unlocked in the instances where you change the ratings. Alright, so check this out. I have very small amount of knowledge as to how the takeover system works, because honestly what I was getting the inclination from as far as this article goes is the fact that the double takeovers are back if you want it to be, but we'll just go ahead and show you all the information that I've seen. So again, you can see primary and secondary, right? So the double takeover appears that it would be back if you want it to. But here's the situation that's at hand, right? And this is what really confuses me. In case you're new to 2K, Takeover's the ability to get hot and take over games. It's been a popular feature in the past couple of years, and we wanted to take it to the next level for next gen. So the situation that you have at hand right here, and it looks honestly very intriguing, right? Is you have a couple of these options. I'll go ahead and highlight them. So it would appear, I'll just highlight just the finishing ones, right? So it looks like there's 3. You got advanced gathers, finishing moves, and easy blow-bys. So then you have specifically the shooting ones, pull-up precision, ankle-breaking shots, negative impact, limitless range, and then spot-up precision. You already know this limitless range one's about to be OD. So then you have the team takeover type related ones where you can see it's team rating boost, team takeover boost, team badge boost. So then for the defensive portion, you have extreme clamps, perimeter badge drop, which is the defensive stopper to some extent of the past 2Ks. You know, just perimeter defensive stopper. Honestly, what it's more related to is the 2K15, 2K16, I believe, where it was like perimeter lockdown or something of that nature. I forget what it was called, but pretty much, again, you're just going to drop badges of your opponent. This is going to be a little bit toxic, I'm not going to lie, but it is what it is. Anyway, however, this is just a takeover, so I should mention that as well. But anyway, enhanced jump shot contest, stuff blocks, paint intimidation, interior badge drop as opposed to the perimeter badge drop. Got a couple rebounding ones, box out wall, see the future, glass cleaning dimes. This is actually a very interesting one as well. And then to finalize this, we have 4 post score ones, power back downs, post playmaking, advanced post moves, and post shot daggers. Alright man, now there's so much to unpack right here. So to answer my question before as far as how the takeover works, you can see it says we've also changed takeover to a multi-tier system. Once you set up your ratings, caps, and vitals, you'll be presented with a subset of the list, blah blah blah, whatever the heck this stuff is talking about. Anyway, I highlighted the important stuff right here, right? So then you choose one ability for your primary, another for your secondary, or if you want, you can put the same ability in both slots if you want to double up on it. So pretty much this would be like a pure takeover, right? Whereas you could choose a dual takeover otherwise. Alright, so then to add on to that, when you're in game, your takeover meter will fill up your primary takeover slot first. Once filled, you can choose to wait essentially to have your secondary takeover fill up as well. But if you wait too long and you make a mistake like a turnover or a missed shot, pretty much you're gonna lose the entire takeover fully. So pretty much it's like a waiting game, and also like playing a little bit of a risk to where it's almost like saving up for team takeover essentially in 2K20, 2K21, 2K19, 18 I think even, where you have the team takeover option, but essentially if you wait too long and you make a mistake like a turnover, a missed shot, or get blocked or get a foul or anything like that, you're gonna lose your entire progress. Honestly, I think this is a pretty solid system. I have to see it firsthand to have my true reflection and opinion on this, but it is what it is. All right, so check this out. This is super cool. So essentially I'm gonna sum this up, right? We wanted to honor our late friend Kobe Bryant, rest in peace Mamba. Essentially what this badge is going to do, once you've earned all of your badge points, you'll be able to receive the Mamba Mentality badge, which allows you to change your takeovers whenever you want. So just like Kobe, you can vary up how you choose to take over the game, essentially. So that is huge news. That sounds fire. That sounds like some great content to be made with that as well. It sounds like from what I've read on this article, there's gonna be a whole lot of versatility with every archetype and every player builder. It sounds like we're all getting superstars as opposed to what we've seen from the last 3 years of 2K, where essentially we're all just some role players, right? Now, granted, that can be changed and varied depending on what build you're talking about, but from a broad standpoint, we're all pretty much only supposed to be good at 1 or 2 things. However, like I said, that varies depending on what your build is. You know, play lock from 2K20, great at everything. But either way, I think what's great for balance in 2K is the fact that you can have customization, you can be great at what you want to be. And to go back up to this topic right here of how the whole badge customization thing worked, and essentially here, I'll just replay this. So this aspect right here sounds super fire. Like the fact that you can upgrade the attributes and it's gonna allow you to unlock a certain cap of the badge that you can equip. Now what I think is actually gonna happen right here, right, is you only have 11 badge points to be used. However, the caps, and let me just full screen this so you guys can see better. Essentially, again, you have 11 badge caps of the finishing with the setup that you have right here. However, it's not going to give you all of these Hall of Fame badges and all of these gold badges. It's going to allow you to get them all the way up to Hall of Fame if you want them to. Now, if you wanted to, what we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 12 of them right here. So essentially, I would assume if you want to, you could put all these on bronze if you really wanted to, but clearly nobody's going to do that. Either way, it looks like we have a condensed amount of badges as well in the finishing category, because I believe, like I said, we had 12, so that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 instead of around, I think 19 or 20 finishing badges there was, but I might be tripping on that. Anyway, either way, this sounds absolutely fire. So now just a rapid fire real quick of the customization that they did as far as, you know, just the smaller notes that we're going to address. So next gen AI, it sounds like they made it so the CPU is going to be playing a lot different defense. It looks like, again, I read this one right here especially, improved logic for CPU defenders to get in position to take charges. That sounds completely toxic in all honesty, but it is what it is. Like I said, it will be cool if they make it so the AI is a little bit more unpredictable. However, I didn't really read too much of this in all honesty, but either way, if you want to read this for yourself, feel free to. I just feel like it's not going to be too much of something to read. Alright, so then to summarize this pick and roll segment of the video, essentially what they were saying is there's a new collision system to where it's a little bit less of a suction in the screens. So you're going to see AD setting the pick right here, and there's no, like, it's no real animation based. Essentially, it's more realistic screening, whatever you want to call it. Either way, you have a couple of the summarizations right here if you want to read them. But like I said, essentially what they were just talking about is pretty much just new collision system that is going to be introduced to the game. Pretty much all that stuff right there is for the 5v5, like play now aspects and stuff like that. So it is what it is. Anyway, closing thoughts. I'm going to try and read this word for word as much as I can, but essentially this is just a kind of outro from Mike Wang talking about how obviously, you know, 2K21 has been a little bit of a roller coaster as far as, you know, just what they've been going through as a developing community and stuff like that, and how they're trying to provide us with the best possible game that they can. And honestly, I do feel like this is going to be a pretty fire aspect. Like, I mean, from what they've shown us, and granted, it's been no gameplay or anything like that, but let's just list all the possible things, right? So it sounds like brand new archetype system. However, obviously, you still have the 4 categories when it comes to the finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, right? And then you have the rebounding kind of tied in there with the defense. But either way, again, seems like a pretty new build system. I would say that's a pretty good refresh as far as like what we've expected and what we've seen from the current gen of 2K21. I'm here for it. That sounds pretty fire. I like the way that they have it set up to where the ratings fluctuate the actual level of the badges that you can unlock. That sounds like a very good outcome and a very good situation for them to be creating. And then other things we have to look forward to, they've been saying that there's a brand new park, all types of stuff like that as well, so we're not going to have the same exact neighborhood. Honestly, this sounds like a fat W. This sounds like some good stuff right here. So anyway, that's all for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. Like I said in the intro, I was trying to 1 to 2K likes in the first 24 hours. And if you made it to the end of the video, put 21 in the comments, show support you made all the way through. I think this next gen stuff is going to be super fire. I'm super excited for this in the first place. Now it's going to make it super hard to upload the current gen gameplay, man, because all I can do is look forward to what we have coming up right here. So anyway, that's all for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is all positivity filled, and I'm just looking forward to what this community has to offer as far as what we're going to be bringing to the table, man. This sounds like some fire stuff, and honestly, of the new next-gen games, 2K is one of the only ones that's dropping on release date. It's crazy. I think this is going to provide so much more viewership to all the 2K community, like creators and stuff out there. There's going to be a huge wave as far as like providing more players in 2K21 and stuff like that too. A bigger audience, a bigger viewership, a bigger gaming community in the first place. Anyway, like I said, that's all for the video. Hope y'all enjoyed, man. Take it easy. Peace.